Premier Planet, Justin Barlow here with you inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm here to tell you all about PPW 105 as always. Thank you so much to everyone who came out to support us here this past Saturday night. We are here each and every Saturday night for your viewing pleasure. Let's talk about what you missed if you missed 105. We started the evening off with 0-2 taking on Iniestra. Now, if you remember, Iniestra was one out of two people who last week was put on the shelf by Ronnie Metro for concussion observance after Ronnie completely decimated Iniestra and his best buddy Scott Colton. When Iniestra came back tonight, got himself a little bit of a warm-up match against 0-2, and Iniestra, he came with a fire, and as much as 0-2 tried, he could not put down Woodstock's favorite son. Iniestra walks away with the victory in the opening contest, and following that, we saw El Lobo here again in the Premier Studio. If you don't remember El Lobo, he had a fantastic showing against the former and longest reigning Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion in history, Malad Akbar, a few weeks ago. El Lobo came back and he was pitted against 0-3. Now 0-3 had a distinct experience edge in this one, but El Lobo, the luchador from Mexico, he put on an impressive show here tonight. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, and that experience edge carried the day for 0-3. But El Lobo, hats off to you, buddy, and we hope to see more of you here in PPW. Following that, this bitter rivalry between Ronnie Metro and Irish Andy Anderson got a new chapter written here tonight. If you remember last week in the main event, Premier CEO Randy Ricci came out and served as official in the world title match between Ronnie Metro and Chase Gosling, which, as a reminder, went 70 minutes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because you're going to want to see that kind of caliber match. After the matchup, after Chase was declared the winner, Ronnie, well, he decided to start a confrontation with Randy. The two got in a shoving match. The two even traded blows. And it was decided that Ronnie would face Andy Anderson, his bitter rival, here at PPW 105. Now, Ronnie ever with the mind games, just, I don't know, and I don't think I want to know what goes through this guy's head. He comes out dressed in a schoolgirl outfit. The Premier Planet had no idea what to make of it. I know I didn't know what to make of it, but Andy Anderson, he seemed to be the one person who wasn't thrown by it at all. And we all know that Andy has his own unique eccentric style. So he probably is at a point where he doesn't know what to expect from Ronnie, but he's not throwing anything out. And he didn't seem thrown for a loop at all by this display. Andy Anderson, oh man, the term that people like to throw around is slobber knocker, and that is a perfect term to describe this match between these two guys. These two guys hate each other's guts, and it took Ronnie having his feet on the ropes to finally get the pin on Andy Anderson. The referee didn't see it. Ronnie gets his hand raised. Andy, so disappointed, but you know what? All credit to Andy Anderson. He walks out with his head held high, gives a whole bunch of high fives to the Premier Planet, who just adore Premier Pro Wrestling's resident guard dog. I guarantee this rivalry is far from over. Following that much anticipated #1 contenders match, the human video game, Scott Colton, the former champ, and Iniestra, aka Ya Boys, went one-on-one for that coveted top seat to the Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. Now these two guys, oh man, every time these guys get together in the ring, just when you think they can't top each other, not only do they top each other, they blow the roof off the previous time. And they did nothing different here tonight. I mean, everything they could muster. These guys have been in the ring together so many times against each other and with each other. They had to dig so far down to find something new to put the other guy down. Scott Colton, it looked like Scott Colton had victory in the palm of his hand, but during the course of the match, the referee basically got squished in the corner, not once, but twice. Two very ill-timed placements by the referee. The referee gets knocked out. Another referee comes to the ring. Scott Colton is able to execute a bridge pin on Iniestra, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to arch his back, so both Iniestra and Colton's shoulders were on the mat, and both referees, the original referee who now regained consciousness, and the second official counted a simultaneous 1, 2, 3, and both referees, they're going over to each guy, raising the other one's hand. Nobody had any idea what was going on, so Premier CEO Randy Ritchie came down to ringside and announced that, unfortunately, this was going to be a no-contest draw because of the double pin. But these two guys, this coming Saturday, he announced at PPW 106, they would go at it again for that #1 contender spot one more time. And oh man, is that going to be exciting to watch. You are going to want to be here for that. And following that, our main event, after climbing and falling off the ladder so many times, the world exclusive Matt Vine got another shot at the title, and he was determined to make the most of it this time against Chase Gosling. Now, just like we had seen with Colton and Iniestra, these guys have been in the ring together so many times, both as partners and as adversaries. Both had to dig down, find something new to throw at the other guy, and just it's unbelievable to me that lightning sometimes strikes twice. It's very rare, but sometimes it happens. The referee again finds himself wrong place, wrong time. The referee gets knocked out. A second official comes out. He quickly gets tossed out of the ring, and we have utter chaos as Chase and Vine just start wailing into each other, start beating the snot out of each other, and one by one, members of the Premier roster come down to ringside to try and break these guys up, and then who shows up? Ronnie Metro, still wearing the schoolgirl outfit. Ronnie Metro gets in the ring. He quickly gets tossed out, but he comes right back with a baseball bat. He clears the house, and that's when Randy Ritchie had decided that he had had enough. He comes back to ringside and says, listen, it's not going to end like this. Tonight, Chase, you're still the champ, even though this match went to a no contest because of all the chaos. But this coming Saturday night, Premier Planet, it was announced at PPW, at the end of PPW 105, we are going to have a 5-way challenge. This is no fatal 4-way. This is 5 ways. It's going to be Chase Gosling defending that title that he barely escaped with at PPW 105. He's going to defend that against Scott Colton, Iniestra, Matt Vine, and Ronnie Metro. And this match is going to be elimination style. All the marbles on the line. And it bears mentioning that, unfortunately, because of concussion awareness, Andy Anderson will not be able to participate in this matchup, much to his disappointment. But that is, I mean, wow, what an announcement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if we've ever seen that in professional wrestling, let alone here at PPW. You are not going to want to miss that or any of the action here at PPW 106 this coming Saturday night and every Saturday night here at 1230 Davis Road in Woodstock, Illinois. Once again, my name is Justin Barlow. As always, it's my honor serving as your Master of Ceremonies here in PPW. We will see you folks out here at 1230 Davis Road. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. And don't forget to bookmark PremierProWrestling.com.